I'm not going to have that thing in my house.
Sweetie, we may have to. The people expect me to meet with them.
Well, they're not going to eat off the van deer in China.
Jack Nicholson and Glenn Close play the president and first lady who must grapple with flying saucers in Mars Attacks. It's one of 5 big holiday movies we're going to be reviewing this week on Siskel and Ebert. I'm Roger Ebert of the Chicago Sun-Times.
And I'm Gene Siskel of the Chicago Tribune. Our first film is Mars Attacks, and it's a hit-and-miss sci-fi comedy that I'm giving a pass to because its hits are pretty funny. The premise is that Martians visit Earth, and they're not at all friendly, catching everyone by surprise, including singer Tom Jones, right in the middle of his act in a Las Vegas showroom. That's pretty funny. That attack gets the attention of the President of the United States, a fatuous phony played by Jack Nicholson, and sadly, the comedy here is not at the level of its obvious inspiration, Stanley Kubrick's Dr. Strangelove.
Little people. Why can't we all just get along?
And here's another Strangelove wannabe sequence with the President and his gung-ho Army chief played by Rod Steiger. The special effects and the creatures, however, are a lot of fun in Mars Attacks. What I like about Mars Attacks is everything involving the Martians. It's very clear that director Tim Burton, who has always defended the oddballs in his movies, like Edward Scissorhands, Batman Returns, and Ed Wood, he really likes the Martian creatures here much more than the Earthlings. He lampoons most everything on Earth, and the Martians are always portrayed as literally having a blast. I like that subversive approach, and on that basis, I enjoyed Mars Attacks.
I didn't like it at all, Gene.
At all?
Not really. The problem
creatures?
is that the concept, well, let's go at it 2 ways. First of all, the concept probably sounded funnier than it is. Oh, we'll get Jack Nicholson to be the president, and he'll play a dual role. Well, that's terrific, except he's not funny in either role, and they're not well written. In fact, none of the roles are well written. Then you have the creatures, and obviously Burton spent a lot of time on these creatures, and as a result, he leaves them on the screen too long. I mean, when one creature, little head pops and fills the inside of his space helmet with green oatmeal, that's kind of amusing.
Yeah.
When it happens 1,000 times, it's not 1,000 times more amusing. This just drags on and on. There's no payoff. You've got to have a story. You've got to have an orientation. You've got to have material to make it fun.
I supplied the orientation. I think that's what the movie is really about. That he likes these creatures more than the creatures on Earth. But you're right that there isn't a hard-driving story here, and the Strangelove stuff really just shows you how brilliant that film was.
You know, his last movie, which was so good, was Ed Wood, and I think maybe this time he was trying to make an Ed Wood movie.
No. This is not that bad, and the creatures are a lot of fun, and there's some very funny stuff.
Ed Wood would have certainly been able to understand this.